Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Couple quick clarifications. Number one, I am trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a link down below in the description area to a totally free 4-part series that'll walk through the futures market and how it all works. One thing that might get you interested, especially if you are annoyed by the pattern day trading rule, there is zero pattern day trading rule within the world of futures. And then second, I am trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? You can learn all about that with the link you see at the top of the screen. I'll also put it down in the description area. But in a nutshell, a prop firm is a way for you to put very little of your money at risk, and then you have a whole lot of upside potential. So if you want to learn more about that, like I said, check out that link. So I will pause the screen recording software for now, and I'll be back as soon as I find a potential trade. All right, looking for... Oh, I got one. Wow. That is so disappointing. I wanted 5 of those, only got one. Still made $245, which you can see down there, but bummer. That is disappointing. The partial fill got me on that one. All right. We'll see what else I can find. All right. Thinking about maybe another one attempt here as it's consolidated out a little bit. We'll see here. Maybe another short. Record. All right. Yes, I'm recording. I'm hesitating a little bit here. I'm going to let things settle out a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'll pause. All right. I'm going to switch over to a different type of contract and maybe try to do some building here. So I'm in there for my original allotment. All right, just take out $50 quick, but like I said, I will look to try again. Started small on that one with the idea of building bigger size, but once I come back up, I will start the sequence over again, but I want to see it first come back up to this area of the chart. Okay, it's maybe making its way back up. All right, I'll pause. All right, as it comes back down. Now thinking about the opposite, maybe trying a long here. Thinking more so around that orange line right there, but maybe I'm being a little too high maintenance with that. All right, I'll pause. All right, I am filled again. So let's see if we can build up a bit of a position here. All right, took out another scalp. We can try again here. I'm gonna get short right there. Let's see if this wants to come down some more. Picked up some more there. Like I said, I was wanting to build a position this whole time anyways. Okay, good. Some right at... So out there. So that's the benefit of just leaving yourself with plenty of flexibility. I was able to just get a nice trade with that. In fact, I'm going to start over again. Let's just watch come up a bit more. Then I will, and I got a tickle in my throat here. Oh, man. But anyways, well, if I wanted to come back up more, I was willing to start again. But at this point, decided to come back down. So, but either way, worked out just fine. Allowed me to build up positions, started small. And that is the power of flexibility. All right, I'll pause. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get... Well, I'm going to try to get short here. Let me move that up to there. Oh. All right, well, another partial. So we'll just go with one at this point. I wanted 5 of these, only got 2. Do have a mental stop up over the highs here. I have my first profit target right there. See if we can get, there we go. So now I'll put my stop right here. So this will be a winning trade no matter what, because my stop is in front of my entry. So this is what I call the sweet spot of trading. Oh, let me move this down some more. So as it moves down in my favor, I'm going to move the stop in my favor. So my only stress right now is I have no idea how much money I'm going to make. Because think about it. I have no idea how far down this wants to go. Therefore, I don't know how much money I can make. And that is a sweet spot of trading. It's the best spot to be in. Wish I would have gotten all 5. All right, I'll move down my stop loss some more. So again, as it goes in my favor, I'll move down my stop. And am I about to get stopped out? There I am there. So nice trade there. A little disappointing. Again, another partial fill. A morning of partials. Maybe that's what I'll entitle this video. Because, yeah, 2 partials. That actually cost me quite a bit. Because, again, that actually a whole lot. That one right there, I only got 1 of 5. And so on that one, I made 245, but had I had 5, then yeah, you'd multiply that by 5. So that'd been over $1,000 trade. So yeah, disappointing. But I am going to go ahead and call things good. Before I go though, if you want to learn more about the tools I'm using and how I build consistency and manage risk, and most importantly, operate within the proper framework that you should be operated in within the world of trading, then make sure you check out this free live webinar that I'm offering. So if you're a beginner, somebody that's struggling with your trader, I suppose if you're a battle-hardened veteran, maybe you could get something out of it, but I'm not quite sure in that regard. But certainly if you're somebody that's struggling or a beginner, then I'm quite confident there will be several things that you can gather from this class that can help you out in your journey. So you can go to the link down in the description area or just go to claytrader.com/live to learn when the next live class is. So thanks for hanging out. As always, make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy these. And I have been live streaming every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications so that you can be reminded of when I do go live. So check that out, swing by, say hello, and hopefully I'll see you there. But take care as always, and remember, hit that like button.